I think our next session we may start obsidian farming, which will involve probably coming up to this portion of the map, some Z level where I've got access to both magma and water, and making some sort of floodgate toggle system to flood an area with magma and then turn that off and flood it with water, turn it all to obsidian, shut the water off, go in there and mine it all out, and repeat as needed. Because I love obsidian, it's a great product. You can make it into sharp weapons, you can make it into cool floors, and it's magma proof. You can build your bridges and mechanisms and whatnot out of it. Yeah. Cancels make obsidian door, needs obsidian. Fair enough. We'll keep designating that until I get them some. And I'm definitely going to be mining some out. There's a certain irony to not being able to mine my obsidian or start my obsidian farm for lack of obsidian. This will be the spot where I'll just have the two levers that will be controlling our on and off floodgates up here. Do we have enough mechanisms? Still a ton of obsidian mechanisms kicking around. We had a real rush of those before I turned off the job for that. We should be good on obsidian mechanisms for a while. Right. Build the wall back here. Nice thing is, other than protecting this stairwell, I don't really need to worry about filling these back in with walls. It'll all fill in with obsidian eventually, and if I don't want to take the obsidian out of that corner and just leave it there, no problem with that. All right. Up, 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 over, down, down, down. Super. Nothing should be at risk. If this all goes horribly wrong, this stuff should be safe. I guess it could go horribly even wronger. I guess we'll put in another door over here, just in case. That's the way you don't mess with dwarven children. The kid just picks up this huge boulder, slaps a door into place. A door that I'm going to trust is magma tight. But it's a dwarven kid, so I just kind of take that at face value. Yeah, of course the kid knows how to install buildings to code. Like, why? Preposterous. Why wouldn't this child know advanced stoneworking and construction techniques at the age of probably like 6? Dwarves are the best. We're getting very close now. We designate these few spots, and then we'll start dumping magma and water. Oops, that our... Yeah, he's carrying a pick. There we go. Let's see if we can get him... No. Too much to ask that he just turn around and do that too, but someone else got assigned that job. Honestly, this is the #1 reason this is taking a little bit extra time, is because everyone wants to take the scenic route. I think this one and the next one will be enough. And I think I'm confident enough to designate that one, that the person coming for this one will get there and finish before the other job gets done. And if not, I'll just have this little thing sticking off, because I'm not going to build a special set of flooring just to get back to knock this one out. All right, see if my plan worked. Yes. All right, now I need to go up one level in this area I prepared here, and double checking. Yes, we're going to knock that right out. Actually, we're going to make that our... Oh, someone's already coming. I need to change the priority on it. So this should fill our preliminary area. We've already tested that these levers are working. Actually, we're going to build a little just-in-case wall. Once we see that our miner's back safe, mine this off, because we're going to come up here and release magma. So let's put a quick door over here. All right, and we watch as this all fills up. Stop here at our floodgate. We don't have the best water source, I will say, for this. This is a very shallow swamp, one layer thick, so we're not going to have a lot of water pressure built up from having a huge back-filled area. Occasionally I've done this with a like a cistern that'll fill up, and then you can just open the cistern and flood the whole area instantly, but this will be a slower, more deliberate obsidian farm. All right. We're just going to watch this long enough to make sure that we don't... Actually, we're fine there. All right, let's see if we get this. We want that put in. Okay, so we're not going to flood magma out here if we have a problem. All right, so that wall's going to come in. And this will be a down cut, but it's probably going to flood back. So this may be a panicked escape. So, you know, we're going to do a diagonal here just to give him a little bit of time to flee in case this does go a little bit wrong. I do think this is probably going to end up filling with magma, but the downward is nothing, and the upward is safe. I really hope Kib isn't the one who comes to get this job. She's our top miner, and I'd like to keep her around, but that's what miners are for. It's a dangerous job. If you're going to be lauded as super valuable to the fortress, you're going to risk the occasional getting vaporized by magma. I'd say it's a quick, painless death, but it's probably a quick, painful death. Ooh, the suspense is taking forever to get here. Here we go. Eshtan. Eshtan is going to be the one who breaks through. I'm assuming you're going to get this job in this one, so please don't make me look like an idiot. Sorry. I may look like an idiot, but don't make it your fault. This was known warm when I designated it, so yeah, it shouldn't stop there. Okay. Cross your fingers. Pray for Eshtan. As Door's probably not going to get made. Oh no, just undesignate that. Yes, you're thirsty. You can get a drink after this. Oh, yes. Slow trickle. Slow trickle. All right. Nothing coming up here. All safe. Didn't go through to the water area. And more importantly, alrighty, we are ready to give this a try. Let's go down and we will pull the lever. All right, who's going to get that lever job? Don't all jump at once. Hopefully this area will be hopping with activity once we start up an actual stone industry down here. All right, we're not paused. It looks like we're paused because no one's coming to pull this lever for me. I made it the top priority, and someone was assigned, so just a matter of waiting. We are a pretty spread out fortress. I mean, we've got these long corridors here. We will be filling in with some of our luxury housing, but we're just not there yet. So only 180 people. It's still a barely started fortress. We do have a lot of housing units to put in. Everyone's going to eventually get some really nice places to live, but it just takes a while, especially when they come to our fortress as fast as they have been. I'm pretty fortunate, and I probably shouldn't say anything, not to have fallen to any misfortune. Oh, there we go, there we go. Let's go take a look. Watch this open. All right. A flooding we shall go. Lava drops down. It stays in safe areas. The hillocks of Hazeham have been founded nearly a day's travel to the northeast and looks to your thriving economy for its future prosperity. Honestly, when I saw the little pop-up, I was thinking that we were getting some sort of forgotten beast, but instead we're getting neighbors. That's interesting, but not immediately a threat or anything we really need to deal with. So I don't know if that means we get extra traders. And we're dropping way, way down to here. All right. This is going to take a while to fill in. So we'll let that keep flowing. The only risk is that it's too big an area and will start evaporating faster than it's coming in. So, but I don't think that is actually going to end up being the case here. So. It's getting to the bottom and it's spreading nicely. Seeing some twos. Alright, we're going to not watch paint dry. We're going to come down and we're going to start designating some other jobs for our miners. Alright. How is our... There we go. Bottom level filling up. Now, in an ideal world, we would turn off the magma and turn on the water. But I think with how thin this is spread, we're going to end up pouring water straight onto the magma as it's flowing in. And if that causes too much chaos, we'll shut it off and just flood with water. Another petition. Another entertainer. Preposterous. Yeah, we're not having more entertainers yet. All right. All right. One thing I am seeing though is that this plateau up here is just a little bit inconvenient. We may want to chop through that to let the bottom fill up a little faster. So that is an improvement we'll make between carvings or retrieval phases. All right, I think it's probably enough to get the water started. And we'll see what happens when the floodgate opens. Water should hit down here, turn some of the stuff to obsidian, and start flowing straight across. All right, twos and ones, twos and ones. Oh, there goes the floodgate. And warm, damp, rough-hewn obsidian wall. So we are filling up over this, but the water should spill down. Excellent. It's a little slow going. Some of the water is just evaporating in midair. But all things considered, we're doing pretty good here. It's just going to be a little time consuming. We didn't build a high volume version. Now this is going to be a little bit of an issue if we fill that up. But it looks like the obsidian is actually blocking the spray. Are we getting any obsidian at the base level yet? Oh, we got the first bit of obsidian, so this is working. Yeah, a lot of steam. No one wants to be around there. It would be a miserable work environment. All right, so we'll give that a while. We don't have to worry about anything flooding because it'll just run off the map. I'm actually considering that I'll probably want to block off the bottom on this in the first place. I think it's just going to flow out too fast. I'd like this to fill up a little bit, just a little. But we've got our obsidian started. This is probably going to fall on somebody's head, but we're hoping to get lucky there. We just need to clear out this whole bottom area. And up here, yeah, this is, I think, going to all fall when this comes out. I think we've just mined this weird, awkward thing, like if you've ever seen Avatar Land, those awkwardly shaped floating rocks. I think this is one step shy of that. All right, we're building this floor up here. This whole area is going to end up being a retractable bridge once I can put it in. All right, we've got a hatch cover there, so that should help. I'm just going to try designating a bridge, see if I can put it across here where is still being a problem. So we want a bridge. We want a retractable bridge. And I can designate this whole area. Oops. Okay, I'm fine with that. Okay, we've got some wall going around this. Carefully build another bit there. So you can build both of these safely. Actually, we don't need both of those. It is this spot, which I can also access. We had a baby born. Our hunter gave birth to a girl. Congratulations. We are now up to Pop 191. We have a goblin poet visiting. He's definitely not a spy. This bridge might take a little while to make. I believe it's 1 block per 3 squares of bridge, so be a bit. Don't know how many this will take. How big is this bridge? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 by, well, let's call it 11 by 18 or so. So probably need like 30 bricks. It's a big bridge. It's a big project. I mean, it's bigger for them than it is for me because I just made a rectangle, but considering all the really easy stuff they screw up, I'm happy. Always underestimate just how much work a giant bridge is. But it'll be cool once it's done, assuming it doesn't break. If we accidentally break it somehow, like, you know, we let a human pikeman tantrum near it, it'll take forever to put back together. Like, just as long, almost. Still no bridge yet. It would be nice if the miners would be so kind as to bring the phyllite and microcline over and make this bridge. So I'd really like to get the magma thing going again. I think we have a much better system than last time. Oh, of course, there's no way to tell until I fire it up. Possibly with real fire, because that's how everything else has been going in this fortress. We're still waiting on this bridge. I mentioned before, I'm from New England originally, so I grew up in an era where the big dig was like the thing. It was a huge project to put tunnels under Boston to get better access to the airport and relieve surface traffic and all this stuff. And it was a, you know, project for a couple of years that ended up being like 20 years long. That's how I'm kind of starting to feel about this bridge. I think this is our big dig. Because I definitely designated this like 3 hours of game time ago. All right, this is getting pretty close. Going to see a lot of 2s here. Like I said, the only worry about the 1s is that 1 thickness or 1 depth of water can theoretically boil off in contact with magma. So we want to make sure that we actually turn it to glass and not, or obsidian, which is a glass for the record, and not just boil away to steam. But part of the learning process for this rig, we figure out how much leeway we can give it. Yeah, see how we're really getting down to 2s even here? There's just not enough water pressure. I wonder if I can go up a level and create a pump system. Like if I went up a level here, pumped out of the caverns and over, might be able to speed that up. Long-term planning, though. Right now, we're just waiting for this thing to test fire. A lot of 1s still on the bridge. Come on, guys, fill this up. Hey, look who we got in this. If it goes into our reservoir, I'm dumping it in the magma. Where did it go? Let's see if we can locate it again. I did not expect to find this guy intersecting. Oh, he's come down here. All right. Like, I did not expect these 2 endeavors to overlap. But he went up instead of trying to crawl down our canal, for lack of a better term. That would have been hilarious, and I definitely would have turned that thing into obsidian. I think we're ready to give this a shot. This is mostly twos. We're gonna leave this. Yeah, we're gonna leave this open for a second. We're gonna close this one, and we're going to open the drawbridge. So we're going to do pull lever, pull lever. No, it hadn't dissolved. It did just go up a Z level, and we lost sight of it. If it had gone down, we still would have seen it, I think. But the water's only one deep, so I couldn't go down. All right, let's see when these levers get flipped. Someone flipped levers yet? One of them got flipped. Look at this. Warm, rough-hewn obsidian walls all over the place. This is beautiful. All right. We're going to go up. Oops. All right, so this closed off. This remained open. We're going to go back down, and we're going to designate this to be pulled again. And what that'll do is that will reload our reservoir. So if we look down the corners here, we've got a lot that didn't get wet enough. And I think that's we just didn't use enough water. That's fine. That's solvable. We can fire the reservoir again. This is all fine down here, and we did a lot. This is going to work great. That was a beautiful process. Could hardly have been happier with the first trial run of it. What these guys are doing now, if you were away, they're putting in a screw pump. We're going to try to suck water out of this cavern layer and pump it to here and dump into the reservoir to see if we can speed up the process of refilling this thing. Because really the biggest problem with this whole system right now is this is just a slog. Oh my goodness, does this take a long time to fill up. But, you know, we've got some great results. We're down to, what, about 10 blocks left to clear out of here before we're ready to go again. Farming out this gallery of obsidian over and over to feed this large obsidian stockpile, which is powering this large obsidian building complex. So we've really gotten it going. It's working pretty efficiently now. And what happens is we pump in lava, we pump in water, we pump in even more water because we found a quicker way. And once this is filled, actually this is really nicely filled. We can probably stop pumping extra in. Have this guy stand down. At about a depth of 5 or so, a sheet of water when this giant drawbridge, or not drawbridge, retractable bridge opens, falls down, 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 splashes onto all of this area of lava and turns it into obsidian. It's worked several times now. It's going to work again soon. And we just need to get our mining crew in and out and a bunch of people with wheelbarrows to evacuate it all. Well, heroic kid on pull the lever duty. You going to get both? Two kids pull the levers. That works for me. But that's the price of being a miner in this fortress. You get your choice of massive, massive falls or burning in the obsidian farm. section that I'd left undone. Let's first of all get those two little bits there. Oh, tons of obsidian blocks. We're doing great work with that now. That's awesome. Love seeing that. We have an obsidian wall here. That should be an obsidian fortification. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. But what we'll do is make sure we turn off the lava faucet. As what we don't want happening is for this to overfill up to this level, where it still will go out the fortifications, but we just don't want to have that extra layer of magma to worry about. All right, so this level is filled up now, and the next step is to turn off. Sorry, this level is filled up, and the next step is to close off the inlet. Where it is? There it is. All right, pull the lever. We are also going to be shortly. Yeah, there we go. Firing off this obsidian machine, sort of our fortress showpiece. We pull this lever, and we will be dropping 7 deep water into 1 and 2 deep lava, and it will make a whole sheet of obsidian for us to mine out. We're making pretty much all of our luxury apartment complex out of either obsidian or green glass blocks. This little lead area here is for our managers. Let's head back over here and make sure we get a chance to witness this. So has anyone pulled this lever yet? No one pulled the lever yet. We'll hopefully catch them coming and watch the process. It's a fun little show. It doesn't take very long once they actually pull it. Many dwarves died to get the process worked out smoothly. We haven't lost one in 2 or 3 cycles of the machine now. Oh, there it goes. Kid pulled the lever. Oh, here we go. I missed the actual ignition, but we got our water falling, and splash, and now we have damp, rough-hewn obsidian wall everywhere. All right, let's pave some of this floor. All right, tons of obsidian blocks now. Great. We get distracted by enough other stuff that a surplus built up. This place is going to look a lot less haphazard once we've got all these in. Of course, even 227 isn't going to last forever. Yeah, we're using like 50 at a time here, so it's a little bit frustrating. We've had this whole obsidian factory thing going so many times, and we tear through it. We fill it up with lava, we splash water on it to turn it to obsidian, we designate the whole thing to be channeled out, and just miners show up out of the woodwork. We haven't really worried too much about refueling our obsidian factory. It's done a good job. We'll use it again in the future, but for now we have a lot of mining we want to get. Oh, well, this isn't good. We're going to need to evaluate some of these other problems here. It looks like something has overflowed what we thought were our barriers, and it may be time to start considering how much of this I can recover from. Lucio, I'd love to say that this is Lava Spill Take 2. I think that would make 5. I think this is Lava Spill number 5 for this fortress. This is looking like